Hey guys, Haley Randall here. Welcome to my channel where I discuss a wide variety of fitness and powerlifting related topics. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to my channel down below. So today is a very, very busy day for me. I've got a test today in one of my classes, and I've got my group time at work, which is like basically the one time of week where I have to be there working with everyone and getting a lot of stuff done. So Wednesdays are always pretty hectic. So I figured it would be a good idea, since the last day in the life video that I showed you guys was more of like a chill day, to show you my busiest day of the week, while also giving you guys an update on my surgery, because I'm now 6 weeks post-op from my breast augmentation, and 6 weeks is generally the point where it's kind of like a turning point. Things are starting to settle where they're supposed to be. You're not feeling as much pain, if any, and you can kind of start getting back into the workout swing of things. So I wanted to update you guys on how I'm feeling and how everything's going workout wise, which is very, very good news, but we'll get to that. And yeah, also just show you as I go about my day. So watch along, and I will give you guys that update and let you know if you ever were considering getting the surgery done, or you have, what to expect at around the 6-week out point. So thank you guys. On a side note, this weather though, just a beautiful snowy day in beautiful Amherstburg, Ontario. Wah, wah, wah. Alright. Just casually waiting in line for my coffee. Casually, patiently, very patiently waiting. I need my coffee very badly. But I figure that while I wait, I will give you guys my first update on being 6 weeks post-op from my breast augmentation, and I'll talk a little bit about how I'm feeling just in general. So at around the 4-week mark, I stopped experiencing any pain whatsoever. The 3rd week was actually the worst week for me pain-wise. I think it's because that's when I had completely weaned off all medication. So once I hit that 4-week mark, there was basically no pain at all. I did have 1 or 2 days where I had maybe overdone it in terms of just day-to-day activity, because you have to remember, silly things that you don't even think about being hard, like getting out of the bathtub, pushing yourself up that way, opening car doors, carrying purses, anything like that. Even though it's stuff that generally would not be a big deal to you at all, when you're recovering, any little thing could kind of tweak it if you overdo it. So I did have a couple days where usually my left side, and I feel like the reason for this is because I was trying to give my right side a ton of break, because at first that was the side that hurt more. So there was a couple days where the left side felt a little tiny bit tender, but other than that, no pain at the 4-week mark. Right now 6 weeks out, I feel great. I actually am starting to feel like they're, I guess, a part of me. So I don't feel any pain at all, and they are I'm getting used to having them there, if that makes sense. So it's not a shock anymore when I see them, when I wake up and, feel them. I'm getting used to it. So at this point, no pain, and it's starting to feel very normal. So that is update number 1, and now I'm going to hopefully get my coffee. I swear, there's only one Tim Hortons. Well, there's 2. There's only one Tim Hortons with a drive-through in my little town that I live in. So it's bumping at this time of day. It is the most popular place in town. So wait or don't have the coffee. Why though? Why though? Well, I am at school now. I'm actually early for once, so that's awesome. Usually that is not the case for me. So I'm in Amherstburg, which is in the county area of like outside of Windsor. So actually, like, one thing you guys might not know about me is that I go to school at University of Windsor, and that's about a half an hour away from where I live. So every morning I do a half an hour commute to Windsor, and then it's another half an hour commute later when I go home. So a lot of times, even though like I should be used to it by now, a lot of times I'm a little bit running right on time or a little late. So that's definitely something that I need to work on. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys something quickly. So a lot of people, since I got my surgery done, have been messaging me asking about the fact that, you know, I live in Canada and I got the procedure done in the States, and they're like, you know, why did you decide to do that? What was like the travel time like? Did it make it more difficult going across the border? So I just wanted to show you guys something really quickly, because I'm actually like parked in the perfect spot to show you guys this. So, all right, so here. So this is where I go to school. This is University of Windsor here. That's the law building right there being blocked by that big truck. But yeah, this is like where the campus is. Okay, this is the bridge to Detroit. So, bridge to Detroit, where I go to school. So yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize that, like, literally, from where I spend most of my time, like, work is very close to here, school is right here, to the bridge to get over to the States, to Detroit, is literally like 2 seconds. So once I crossed the bridge, the surgeon that I went to was maybe a 10-minute drive into Detroit across the border. So honestly, like, for me, since I live in a border city, well, close to a border city, it made a lot of sense to go over to the States where things are significantly cheaper. So I just thought, like, since I'm like right near the bridge right now, I would show you guys that. Yeah, so I'm going to go in now and write my test. I'm a little bit nervous, a little bit stressed. This time of year, I find that I do not deal with stress as well as I do at other times of year. I find that when the weather's like this and there's no sun and, you know, it's cold and gloomy outside all the time, I'm a lot more likely to lose motivation for a lot of things, and just kind of feel like I have a hard time getting up, getting going, getting out of bed, doing the things that I need to be doing. So that's something that I kind of struggle with at this time of year, that I have to deal with, and it kind of changes my mindset towards everything. So that's something that I always kind of have to be mindful of at this time of year, and just like kind of try to push through. Hey guys, so yep, I just finished my quiz in my class, and it went, I don't know, better than I thought it was going to, I guess. It wasn't terrible, but as I usually feel after I like write a test or a quiz or an exam or whatever, my brain is feeling a little bit tired and foggy. So I'm going to, I usually like to like give my mind a little bit of a rest whenever I do something like that. But I do have to be at work in an hour and a half-ish for my group time. So I think what I'm going to do is go have some lunch, and I'll read like a book for fun while I eat my lunch, and just kind of like chill, play around on my phone probably, honestly. So I'm going to do that. And yeah, then I'll head to work. But quickly first, I just wanted to go through the second part of my 6-week post-op update with you guys. So this is kind of going to be about like how they are looking and feeling after 6 weeks. So if you guys remember from my last couple videos right after I had my operation, I told you like they literally felt, so for the first 3-ish weeks, they literally felt like rock solid. Like anyone who's had this procedure done before, you know, for the first little while, it's like your skin feels like super, super tight, pulled, and there's no real fat. Like your fat hasn't migrated back over where the implants got put, so they're like firm. Very, very firm. Kind of like the typical, like stereotypical, like what people think of when they think of breast implants, like rock solid. So around the 3-week mark, they started slowly getting a little less firm, a little softer. And now at the 6-week mark, I think that they feel quite soft. They do move again when I'm like moving. But they definitely don't feel like real boobs yet. They're definitely much closer than they were. I would say they feel 70% soft enough to feel like real boobs. And they maybe have 60 to 70% of like their normal movement from before. So that's where they're at feel-wise. Look-wise, night and day. They've definitely like dropped down quite a bit. I can tell that they've started fluffing, as it's called, at the top. Like the fat has started to migrate back over where the implants were put, and to me they look much more natural than they did compared to even like a week or two ago. They're starting to look quite natural compared to before. I'm really happy with how they turned out look-wise. They do have, like, the scarring is obviously still pretty like noticeable, but it's definitely faded quite a bit since I got the procedure done. And I am allowed now to wear underwire bras again because it's been 6, almost 7 weeks, and that's the point where underwire was okay again. So I don't wear normal bras much, underwire bras to begin with. Like I'm almost always in like sporty type clothes, so I usually just wear gym clothes with a sports bra, and it's honestly much more comfortable. So the only real time I would wear an underwire bra is like if I was going out or something. And one of the good things about having breast implants is you don't necessarily need a bra when you're going out. So I've got one now. I went and bought one last night, and I'll wear it if I need it, but probably not very often. So yeah, I'm gonna go have lunch now. I'm going to go to a little like shawarma type place downtown Windsor. We've got tons of them. They're delicious, but I'm gonna have like a Greek salad with chicken. It's kind of one of my like go-to meals when I either didn't bring my prepped meals or I just feel like having something different. So like I did bring my prepped meals today. They are right there. But I just feel like after my test, I kind of feel like sitting in a restaurant and chilling and eating something delicious. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Hey, what's up? Hello, you guys. So, I just finished work. It was very, very, very busy today. So I was there a little longer than I usually expect to be there on a Wednesday. That's why like the lighting's kind of wonky, because like it's like the time of day where it's super bright. So like the sun is like shining right through my eyes. But yeah, so work's all done. I'm just about to finally head home. I'm gonna go to the gym later. But I just wanted to wrap up this video by going through what I'm sure is like what most of you want to hear about for my 6-week update, which is how my training is now going 6 weeks out. So very, very exciting news. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that I did actually deadlift on Monday this week for the first time. So I am back to deadlifting now. I'm planning on squatting this week. So I would say Obviously everyone's different, but at this point in my healing, I have absolutely no problem deadlifting. I don't anticipate having any issues squatting, and then I'm still not going to attempt any upper body like bench or anything for another 2 weeks or so. So 8 weeks out, just better safe than sorry. But in terms of like deadlifting, I actually ended up working my way up to 425 pounds for a single, which wasn't what I was planning. I would recommend your first week back for all 3 major lifts. So this is what I will be doing for the squat too. What I did was I started very, very light. I started at 135 pounds. I deadlifted that for 15 reps. Saw how it felt. It felt very easy, no pain. So then I worked up to 225. I did that for I did that for 8 reps. 8 reps. Saw how it felt. It felt easy. I ended up doing that for 3 sets of 8. And then when I experienced no pain doing that, I decided to work up to a heavy single and just see where I was at. So I actually was shocked that I made it up to 425, but very, very happy about that. So it doesn't actually seem like I've lost as much strength as I had anticipated that I would, but we'll have to see when I get back into a regular training cycle. So yeah, I'm going to be doing the exact same thing with squats this week, see how it feels, work my way up, and then I'm going to go from there with my programming. So anyways, that concludes this video because I am going home now. I am so tired. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this little update 6 weeks out. And as always, if you have any questions about powerlifting, fitness, my routine, and especially about boob jobs and recovering and powerlifting and stuff like that, because I know there's not a lot of girls out there who answer those types of questions, I am more than happy to answer. Go ahead and comment below and I will talk to you soon. Okay, thanks. Bye.